Lucas had a way of introducing me to experiences that stretched my boundaries, and our first sailing trip was no exception. I had never been on a boat before, and the thought of it sparked both exhilaration and apprehension. The vastness of the open sea called to me like an unspoken challenge, a test of courage, grit, and adaptability. Though the unfamiliar often daunts others, I've always thrived on pushing past my limits. This was no different.
You're going to love it,
Lucas promised as he adjusted the sail. His calm confidence put me at ease, or at least it tried to. The dock was buzzing with life, the air thick with salt and the sounds of seagulls. I found myself caught between the beauty of the moment and the rising uncertainty swirling within me. The deck beneath my feet felt foreign, a stark contrast to the stability I was used to. But even as doubts flickered, my resolve stayed steady. This was a new adventure, and I refused to back down from it. As we set sail, the world transformed. The shoreline faded into the distance, replaced by endless blue stretching out in every direction. The wind whipped through my hair, the boat rocked beneath my feet, and for a brief moment I felt invincible. The sensation of being so small in such an expansive world was humbling yet empowering, a reminder of my place in something much bigger. But reality soon set in. The gentle sway of the boat turned into an unrelenting rhythm that churned my stomach. Nausea washed over me like a wave, and my initial confidence wavered. My adventurous spirit clashed with the physical toll, and frustration bubbled up. Why couldn't my body keep up with my mind's determination?
Breathe through it,
Lucas said softly, his hand resting reassuringly on my shoulder. His patience stood in stark contrast to my inner turmoil. He guided me through the basics of sailing, his voice steady and calming.
Focus on the horizon,
He advised, and I latched onto his words like a lifeline. It wasn't easy. Each gust of wind, each dip of the boat felt like a personal affront to my resilience. Yet I refused to give in completely. Gritting my teeth, I pushed through the discomfort, determined not to let it define the experience. I reminded myself that growth comes from these moments of struggle, that learning to adapt was just as important as embracing the thrill. By the time the nausea subsided, I began to notice the details around me. The sparkle of sunlight dancing on the waves, the crispness of the sea air, the interplay of strength and fluidity as Lucas expertly navigated the boat. Watching him, I felt a deep admiration for his mastery of something so complex, so wild. It was a skill I aspired to learn, not just in sailing, but in approaching life's unpredictability with grace.
You're a natural,
Lucas said with a grin as I tentatively took the wheel under his guidance. I laughed, the sound mingling with the breeze. For the first time, I felt the faint stirrings of confidence in this uncharted territory. The open sea became more than just a physical experience. It was a metaphor for our relationship, with all its beauty, challenges, and unpredictability. Every wave that rocked the boat mirrored the ebb and flow of our journey together. There were moments of harmony, where everything felt perfectly in sync, and moments of turbulence, where patience and resilience were tested. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, a sense of peace washed over me. I had faced a fear, pushed past my discomfort, and emerged stronger. The day had been far from perfect, but it was real and it was ours. The vulnerability I'd felt was no longer a source of frustration, but a reminder of my capacity to grow and adapt. Reflecting on the day, I realized the strength that lies in embracing the unknown. It's not always about conquering every challenge with ease, but about showing up, persevering, and finding joy even in the struggle. That's what this sailing trip had taught me, and in doing so, it had brought Lucas and me closer. Sitting side by side on the deck, with the gentle sway of the boat beneath us and the stars beginning to peek through the darkening sky, I felt a deep sense of connection. To Lucas, to myself, and to the endless possibilities that lay ahead. The journey with him, like the sea, was vast and uncharted, but I knew I was ready to navigate it with all the courage and passion I could muster.